Hey guys, Fred Onosorich, your realtor for life here. And long time no talk. Just want to reach out to you. Hope you're keeping cool this summer. It's a full-time job trying to get that done. It has been pretty hot, hasn't it? I want to take 4 or 5 minutes of your time, if you have time, just to give you some info on the real estate market and let you know about a couple of listings that I have and let you know what my people are doing, just to kind of keep you in the swing of things. First of all, let me tell you about a couple of listings I have here in Floresville, Texas. One's on 1901 3rd Street. It's right there on the corner, right across from Pecan Park on Business Loop 181 and 97. The price has been lowered a little bit, but here's the big deal. The sellers are contributing up to $6,500 in closing costs, so you can take advantage of that and buy down some points on your interest, which we'll talk about here in a minute, and help you maybe make some lower payments over the life of the loan there. Also, on County Road 329, I've got 10.5 acres with a beautiful double wide on there, unrestricted. It currently has ag use, and so you can kind of carry that on if you happen to buy that property or get you some buyers to buy that property. Also, that seller is also contributing up to $6,500 in closing costs. So you have two sellers, two of my people, that are offering up to $6,500 in closing costs. Now, obviously, why is that important? Interest rates are almost at 7%. Some are right at 7%. So let's talk about that for a minute. If you can buy down about a half a point, get you from 7 to 6.5%, both those properties in the $300,000 range. One is 360, one is I think 394. But if you look at the life of that loan, figure a 30-year mortgage, 3.5% down. If you're going FHA, all the accumulated cost, it'll cost you about 1%, 1.25% of the loan to buy that down. But if you buy down those points on the life of the loan, you're going to save about $35,000 to $40,000 over the life of that loan. So that's important to remember. Long term, your payments may be about $150, $175 less if you buy down that half a point. But on the life of the loan, the 30-year note, you're going to save right around $35,000 to $40,000 in that kind of money. So again, both those sellers are contributing up to $6,500 in closing costs. So any questions you want to know about that property, give me a call at 210-787-0674. So let's talk a little bit about what's selling here in the market, okay? As far as price points go and things like that, if you've got a property, $175,000 to $250,000, and you're looking to sell that property as a seller, that property, if it's in really decent condition, is going to sell very quickly. I've had properties like that have brought in over asking. So even in this environment, you can still get offers over asking on those type of properties because they're just few and far between and hard to find. Something that's in good shape, livable, those are going to bring good offers and going to sell very quickly. If you have a good quality home, I just sold a home in Windcrest, Texas, have been remodeled in 2020, like new, excellent condition. Everything had been upgraded on it. The sellers really took care of it. We've got over $15,000 over asking on that one right there. And we had multiple offers over asking. So again, a quality property in good shape, in a good area, that's still going to bring good offers. And you can really maximize your opportunity, maximize your equity as a seller. Also as a seller, as far as your properties go, what do you need to do kind of on them to make them bring those type of values? You've got to make them look really good, folks. You've got to do maybe a little painting, a little upgrading, whatever you can do to make it look to the buyer, interest the buyer a little bit. All those improvements you can make, those little things really do count, especially in this market. Like I said, the buyers can ask for quite a few things. And here's something also to keep in mind. The last 3 or 4 sales that I've had back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, you never heard of this, but a lot of lenders' appraisers are coming in and asking for repairs to be done. Something that you hadn't seen a year and a half, 2 years ago. Appraisers are coming in saying, we want this fixed, that fixed, those type of things. So you need to really have your property in good shape if you're a seller and make it attractive to a buyer. If you're a buyer, wow, how things have changed, right? As a buyer, you can ask for several things. Again, you can ask for closing costs, which most deals now are giving closing costs. So as a buyer, you can request that. When you do your inspections, you can be very thorough and make sure things are up to snuff for you as a buyer to make sure that property is just the way you want it. You don't have to settle. Obviously, you're not competing with a whole lot of over asking offers, so you can be very restrictive in what you look at and demand a few more things. So the scales have kind of evened out a little bit for buyers and sellers. It's not so much a seller's market anymore. But in this market, compared to last year and a half ago, inventories are still tight. So the prices are still strong for sellers, 1 to 3% under what they were maybe a year ago. But still, the prices are strong. It just takes a really nice home in good shape to maximize your opportunity as a seller. And buyers are being very, very, I won't say demanding, but they're really getting their money's worth now. So it's kind of an even keel now for buyers and sellers, which makes everybody happy on the deals. Buyers aren't overpaying per se, and sellers are still able to maximize their equity. What's going on with interest rates? If you talk to some mortgage people, they just had some big meetings this week in some major mortgage companies as far as forecasts go. Long term, it looks like interest rates are still going to be somewhat elevated until maybe late 2024, early 2025. But when those rates kind of come down, which they expect them to do, they're probably going to settle in that 4 to 4.5 range. That's what a lot of these mortgage companies are forecasting, some of the big players. So you're not going to see your 2.5 and 3s, but you're going to see hopefully 4 to 4.5. But again, we all know that's going to be dependent on what happens probably in November of 2024. So that's kind of what's going on in the market right now. Again, if you want to see some of my properties, go to www.arealtorforlife.com. We've got plenty on there to see. We've got some good bargains there, some good values, and some really nice homes. If you're a buyer looking for homes, looking for properties, please reach out to me, 210-787-0674. Fred Onosword, your Realtor for Life. Reach out to me. Tell me what you're looking for. Tell me your price point, and let's see if we can find you something. Again, if you haven't partnered up with a lender, I've got plenty of folks for you to talk to. We can get you qualified, get you pre-approved, and see exactly what kind of price point you can afford to be in and what you want to spend per month, and try to save you some money that way as far as closing costs and things like that. So again, Fred Onosword, your Realtor for Life, 210-787-0674, or visit my website, www.arealtorforlife.com. That's what's going on in the market right now. If you need anything, please feel free to give me a call. Let me know how it's going with you. And any questions you have, please feel free to reach out, and hopefully we can find you a home today. Or if you're a seller, we can maximize your opportunity and maximize your equity. And remember, this is a life moment for most people, selling or buying, and that's what I take pride in, making these life moments special for each of us, me included. Remember, your transaction is my transaction. So great seeing you, great talking to you. Any questions, give me a call, and I hope you're able to beat the heat this summer. We've just got a few more months to go, and hopefully this heat wave will dissipate. So enjoy talking to you, enjoy seeing you. Have a great day. Talk soon.